He smiled into the camera, waved to the audience, and within seconds, he was gone. No explosion, no screams, just vanished on live television. In the history of broadcasting, countless strange moments have aired, accidents, glitches, even on-air deaths. But nothing compares to what happened during one quiet morning in 1987. A respected journalist was reporting live when, in front of millions of viewers, he disappeared without a trace. No one saw where he went, no one heard a thing, and decades later, investigators still can't explain what really happened. This is the chilling mystery of the man who disappeared on live TV. Our story begins in London, 1987. The Cold War was ending, television was booming, and morning news was a staple in nearly every home. One of the rising stars of British journalism was Gareth Rees, a 34-year-old reporter known for his calm voice and confident presence. He worked for a popular network called Channel 6, famous for its morning broadcast, Good Morning Britain Live. On June 14th, Gareth was scheduled to report live from outside St. Paul's Cathedral, covering a charity event. It was an ordinary assignment. Bright morning, clear sky. Nothing unusual. But what was captured that day would haunt viewers and investigators for years to come. The broadcast began at 7:32 a.m. Gareth stood before the cathedral, smiling as he introduced the segment. Behind him, pedestrians walked casually through the frame. "Good morning, Britain," he said cheerfully, holding a microphone. "We're here at St. Paul's, where volunteers are gathering for—" And then he stopped. In the footage, Gareth freezes mid-sentence. His expression changes, almost like he's hearing something. Something only he can hear. He looks to his left. The camera pans slightly, following his gaze. But there's nothing. Then, in less than 2 seconds, the image flickers. A strange, static ripple distorts the frame, almost like an electrical pulse. And when it clears, Gareth Rees is gone. The camera operator, confused, keeps filming. The microphone drops to the ground. A few bystanders stare at the empty space where Gareth was standing just moments before. Then, chaos. The studio cuts to commercial. What followed was one of the most frantic live investigations in British television history. Police were on the scene within minutes. Every nearby street was sealed off. But there was no sign of Gareth, not his equipment, not his body, not even footprints leading away. Just nothing. The raw footage was immediately reviewed by technicians. They confirmed there was no camera cut, no edit, and no sign of tampering. The flicker, that strange distortion, appeared in only 3 frames. Experts later described it as an anomaly inconsistent with broadcast interference. In simpler terms, they had no idea what it was. Theories spread like wildfire. Some claimed Gareth suffered a mental breakdown and ran off camera. Others believed it was a hoax staged by the network. But then, eyewitnesses began to speak. Several bystanders who had been present said the same thing. Just before Gareth vanished, the air around him seemed to shimmer, like heat rising from asphalt. One woman claimed she heard a deep, vibrating hum moments before he disappeared. Another swore she saw a flash of blue light. None of their accounts could be proven, but together, they painted an eerie picture. 2 days later, police found Gareth's car still parked near the cathedral. Inside were his notes, ID badge, and a half-finished cup of coffee. No signs of struggle, no fingerprints except his own. His wallet, keys, and briefcase were untouched. Then came the strangest discovery of all. A week after the disappearance, a Channel 6 technician reported something odd. During playback of the live tape, slowed down frame by frame, he noticed a single image hidden in the static flicker. It lasted less than 1/10 of a second, but when enhanced, it showed Gareth's face, distorted, eyes wide, as if frozen mid-scream. The network refused to release the footage publicly, citing psychological risk to viewers. But several insiders later confirmed it was real. For years, Gareth's case remained unsolved. In 1992, an anonymous VHS tape was mailed to Channel 6 headquarters. The tape had no label, just a handwritten note: "He's not gone. He's somewhere else." The tape contained only 12 seconds of video. A dark corridor, a faint humming sound, and in the final frame, what appeared to be a man standing in the shadows wearing the same suit Gareth wore on the morning of his disappearance. The footage was grainy, impossible to authenticate, but one detail made investigators uneasy. The timestamp on the recording was June 14, 1987, 7:34 a.m., 2 minutes after Gareth vanished. But one thing remains undeniable. In that moment, live on television, a man simply ceased to exist, and no one, not even those who watched it happen, has ever been able to explain how. Maybe some broadcasts were never meant to be aired. If you want to uncover more stories like this one, subscribe to Dark Depth Files, where we reveal what was never meant to be found.